talk about when you stand in front of an SUV. Now this one, unbelievable. Top speed 200 kilometers per hour, restricted of course. It looks like an expensive Audi Q5. If I were to buy one, I would call it the Silver Surfer. It looks fast. Technically it's a quattro. It's also an SUV of course because it weighs 2.5 tons. It doesn't look like an alien bird, and so because of all this, you accept it. When you accept it, you like it. And when you spot one, don't ask it kitna deti hai, because this is Audi's first full electric SUV, the Audi e-tron. Alright, I'm going to be speaking here in the Audi e-tron in no particular order because it always is so complicated to talk about electric vehicles. You don't know what to talk about, but I know what to talk about. There are paddle shifters in my hand that feel so good, but I'm on the throttle and I'm pulling on minus. That doesn't mean the car is downshifting, obviously, because the car does not have a gearbox. The car also does not have an engine. In fact, it has two electric motors, one on the front axle, one on the back axle. That's why quattro. And the combined power output is 408 horses. In IC engines, you had to spin the engine up and make power at higher RPMs, and that's why essentially you had a gearbox. Now you don't have to spin anything except your wheels. 95 kWh battery here. The range is set to be 484 kilometers, which is going to be great. At the signal, it is very interesting because Audi uses glass that makes the cabin a very quiet place, as if they needed it to be a quiet place. Of course, yes, for luxury, but there is no engine, there is no vibrations right now happening. The world around me is vibrating, but there is no sound and no noise at all. Very, very interesting feeling, an EV. It's not the first time I'm driving an electric vehicle, but this is the Audi e-tron. What's of course most interesting is that, Indians love Audis because Audis are flamboyant and aggressive. Why else will they have Virat Kohli as the brand ambassador? So there is an external sound operator, of course, equipped with the car so that others outside, they know that there is a vehicle rolling on four wheels in operation on the road. Inside the cabin is very, very quiet. So you've got three screens here. The entire instrument cluster is of course digital. You've got screen here on the dash, and then there's a lower screen out here for climate control and various other features. Suspension wise, we are running adaptive suspension, not like you will have any complaints because this electric vehicle is going to feel planted all the time. It's quattro, so four-wheel drive, so grip at all levels, all times. When you're going that fast but still not hearing anything and only hearing the wind, you feel like you're flying. That's really the experience that an Audi gives. So somewhere at about ₹1 crore. By the way, today in India, quite a few good cars are available at ₹1 crore that make a statement. And I'm talking about SUVs because you're going to have to think about having your family in the car. And so you can buy the Land Rover Defender at about ₹1 crore. You can buy a heavily discounted GLS at about ₹1 crore. In terms of competition, this car is going to go up against Mercedes EQC, Jaguar I-Pace. The problem is when you buy a big IC engine SUV today, then it is a statement. But then your neighbor ends up buying one, and then your SUV remains to just be a mere punchline. That is not going to be the case with these super fast EVs. The e-tron here will always remain a statement no matter what car your neighbor or your friend goes and buys.
Now, of course, there are questions about range anxiety and charging infrastructure that rise up when we talk about an EV. But the fact of the matter is that even though we are not ready for an EV, the e-tron is future ready already. And here's why. If you charge it at home at an 11 kilowatt AC charger, it charges to 80% in 8.5 hours. That's overnight charging. If you charge it at an office or a dealership, it's 22 kilowatt AC charger, that does it in 4.5 hours. But we know in the future there's going to be 50, 100, 150 kilowatt DC chargers where it will do 80% charge in just 30 minutes. And this isn't too far away. Mind you, you'll still get there quite fast because the 664 Newton meters of torque come in all at once, and that takes the heavy beast to 100 in a sports car rivaling 5.7 seconds. The future is most certainly then quite quick, and judging by this and all the other Audi EVs coming to India in form of a storm, the future is quite cool.